1. Hook. Are you staring at your AWS bill and wondering why it's skyrocketing? Even with little to no traffic, your costs can still jump. Let's uncover why this happens and how you can stop it. Why is that? The answer lies in how AWS pricing works. Understanding this is key to controlling your cloud expenses. 3. The simple explanation: AWS charges you for the resources you provision, not just for your usage. This includes compute costs, EC2 instances running 24/7. Storage costs, S3 buckets that store data, even if it's not accessed. Data transfer costs, outbound data transfer can get pricey. Additional services, like Lambda executions or RDS instances. Even if your application isn't receiving much traffic, you might still be running instances, databases, and storage that rack up costs. 4. Real-world example: let's take a look at a startup called QuickSprout. They launched a new application on AWS. They only expected light traffic initially, so they set up a single EC2 instance for their web server and an RDS instance for their database. EC2 instance, they chose a T2.medium instance, which costs about $0.0416 per hour. RDS instance, they opted for db.t2.micro, costing roughly $0.017 per hour. At first, they thought it was a good deal, costing around $45 monthly. But as the month went on, they noticed their bill was closer to $150. What happened? They had left the EC2 instance running at all times, even during maintenance periods. Their storage in S3 was also set to retain backups every day, which added up. They had estimated their costs based on expected traffic, not realizing the cost of running idle resources. 5. What to do instead? Here is a practical framework to manage your AWS costs effectively. Step 1. Assess your current usage. Use the AWS Cost Explorer to see where your money is going. Identify resources that are running but not used. Step 2. Right-size your instances. Review your EC2 instances. Use the AWS Compute Optimizer tool to recommend instance types based on your actual usage. Consider using spot instances for non-critical workloads to save up to 90%. Step 3. Implement auto-scaling. Set up auto-scaling groups to automatically adjust the number of instances based on traffic. Define minimum and maximum instance counts to control costs. Step 4. Schedule instances. Use AWS Lambda or CloudWatch events to shut down non-production instances during off hours. Create a schedule that aligns with your actual usage patterns. Step 5. Optimize storage. Transition unused S3 data to Glacier for lower costs. Set up lifecycle policies that automatically delete old backups or data after a certain period. 6. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Ignoring idle resources. Many startups leave resources running unnecessarily. Fix. Regularly check your AWS dashboard and shut down resources not in use. Mistake 2. Not using tags. Failing to tag resources makes tracking costs difficult. Fix. Tag resources by project or team to analyze costs effectively. Mistake 3. Over-provisioning resources. Many users choose larger instances than they need. Fix. Use the AWS Trusted Advisor to review your instance sizes and downsize if necessary. Mistake 4. Forgetting about data transfer costs. Data transfer out can be a hidden cost. Fix. Regularly analyze your data transfer usage and consider using CDN services like CloudFront to reduce costs. Mistake 5. Not setting budgets or alerts. AWS bills can be surprising without budget controls. Fix. Set up AWS budgets to alert you when you approach spending thresholds. 7. Quick checklist. Check AWS Cost Explorer regularly. Right-size your EC2 instances. Implement auto-scaling for dynamic workloads. Schedule non-production instances to shut down. Optimize your S3 storage and set lifecycle policies. Tag your resources for better tracking. 8. Summary plus CTA. Understanding why your AWS bill keeps growing is crucial for managing costs effectively. By assessing your usage, right-sizing instances, and optimizing your storage, you can significantly reduce your monthly expenses. Avoid common mistakes like leaving idle resources running or forgetting about data transfer costs. If you found this video helpful, please Please leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips on managing your cloud costs. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear. Quick recap: keep it simple, avoid over-engineering, and build the smallest thing that works. If you want a real demo or checklist, comment demo. Subscribe for practical AWS, DevOps, Docker, and Kubernetes lessons.